Hi, this is Laura Chappell, and in this tech tip, I'm going to show you how to build an essential Wireshark stream column. And I'm going to show you something really interesting about columns when you're adding these custom columns. You could have more than one field showing up in that column, and that's what we're going to do. This is a column that I add in every single profile. And if you take a look at tech tip number 19 that I did on importing and exporting profiles, I'll talk a little bit about building a profile template. And so you don't have to make this column every single time you build a new profile. There's a better way to do that. But let's say I take a look at this trace file and I'm just going to open up a UDP frame here. So I have frame number 2 and here is UDP. And if I look inside that UDP header, you'll see there's a stream index field. Now this field is in square brackets, which means that it doesn't actually exist inside the UDP header. This is a Wireshark added field. Wireshark counts all of the UDP and TCP conversations separately, and it starts counting each one of those conversations at the number 0. So I would like to have a column up here. I'm going to click and drag this field up. And I would like to have a column that will tell me which conversations I'm looking at based on the stream index value. I'm going to right mouse click here and center this as well. And now I can see that I have communications going over a couple of different UDP conversations. Conversation 0 here is based on these IP addresses and these port numbers. Port 443 and 51693, and then a little bit later we see a different conversation taking place with these IP addresses and port number 443 and 63329. So they are separate communications, separate conversations taking place. Now, just as we have a stream index value for UDP, we also have one for TCP. And if I pop down a little bit further in the trace file, the minute I see a TCP packet show up, this column is empty because I've only told Wireshark to put up my UDP stream value in this column. I want to make sure that this column gives me not only the UDP stream value, but also the TCP stream value. So I'm going to right mouse click on the column header. I'm going to choose Edit Column. And you'll notice up at the top it says Fields, plural. You can put more than one field in the column name. So I'm going to put in pipe, which means or tcp.stream. And I'll say OK. Now I can easily see my TCP stream index values as well. Here's how you use something like this. Let's say I am working inside of this trace file. I'm somewhere down here. I see that there is conversation number 7, TCP conversation number 7, because we start counting at 0. I can click and drag this 6 up here to the display filter area and see any packets that are part of that stream. So it looks like when I was starting to do the capture, a connection had already been established between these two hosts using these port numbers, and I just captured some simple acts taking place later on in the trace file. Again, a very simple process to do this, and if you want to just change the number, you just pop in the new number, and now I'm looking at TCP stream number 7. Again, this is one of those columns that I add to every single profile that I make in Wireshark.